Greetings on this first day of January in 2025. Out here getting it on. A lot of thoughts, a lot of opportunities because I was able to go out yesterday to this spot off of I-95 called Tucker Lane and ride it down to basically it's a swamp, open air, open grass plain in Viera, and it's just beautiful for photo captures of the sunset because there's no man-made obstacles in the way, and it's just a flat plain, and you can get some really nice shots out there of the world, and how it is how you can capture a moment through the lens, tell a complete story. I love the fact that it's a sunset. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to do the sunrise today for the first time, but I like the deeper meaning of the sunset, signaling of the end of the day, but also the beginning of a new journey, signaling that something is over and something else can grow within its place, signaling that there's been lessons learned. But appreciating those very moments where I'm out there, I'm scared to death because I got this awesome tan. There's a lot of airboat people out there, and a lot of gun shells out there where people are obviously been firing their guns. And it's just a space where I've seen I've seen a photographer or two out there, and I get it. And it's just it's a really neat place. And it's a better place than when I tried to shoot that same exact shot off of the edge of I-95, and that was dumb. The cars and trucks are going at such a high rate of speed, even though I'm pulled over 6 feet to the side off the shoulder. It was dumb. They're going so fast that if anything bad were to happen, that's it. You wouldn't stand a chance. And I had to get into my vehicle after that, and then I had to judge speed on a highway, which is very difficult because you're talking about people who are doing a bare minimum of 70, but it's more like 80. So the closing distance is so much different just to get a shot. Was it worth it? Yes. Because from there, I looked further down and I was like, I can make this shot better by being more safe and finding access down this road, Tucker Lane. Recommend, if you ever go, recommend that you have an off-road vehicle, a truck, but you can make it down there in a car easy. And it's just so, and I appreciated that. With everything that is going on in our world, events that's happened within the past 24 hours, politics aside, the humanity we need to raise humanity. Just because someone doesn't think like me or I don't think like someone else does not make that person a bad person for me to hate. I can still cherish the individual. I don't need to assign them a name or anything else like that that's going to deflate that person's humanity. We're people, we're Americans. I don't need to win in order for you to lose. We can both win. It's not my team, it's our team. And if our team fails, we fail. It's not this separation down the middle of values and everything else like that, because you can have those, but then you have to be able to say the next step of, okay, I'm good, let's go. I still see this individual as a human being, and this individual still sees me as a human being. Maybe we can learn from each other, but we don't have to hate one another under the same guise of our country, because one side feels this way and another side feels this way and another side feels that way. My job has showed me that, because the way that I'm treated there at my job, and then when I go out to do my job, people can have a predetermined notion of who I am, etc. And they accept me, but as opposed to labeling me this monster, they accept me for who I am, and appreciate the conversations that I have with them, appreciate the differences, appreciate just being heard and listened to. And I think that's the value of it all. We aren't heard anymore. We aren't understood anymore. We're just labeled and put off into a corner. And once that label is attached to you, it's become so divisive that there is no breaking that label. So in a world where if I'm obese and I want to lose weight, and I actually do lose weight, I'm offending the fat people, the obese people for doing that. It doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it makes sense. So, but I don't need to fry that individual, and there doesn't need to be this insane argument about how someone is wrong. Especially for myself, because I get called an Uncle Tom, a coon, a Sambo, house Negro, whatever you want to call me. I've been called all those Carlton, and I just, okay, all right. I've lost everything, from my family to relationships to my mind, and I've finally come to a place where I have one flavor of Kool-Aid. If you do not like it, that is okay, because it's not for everyone. But at the same time, I understand both sides of this coin. There's a lot to be learned about all those names that people are calling you. And then to dig into and to dig into that knowledge of, please explain to me why I am that way to you. If I ever treated you any differently than I treat anyone else. And then you can get to the root of the problem. If you just have a conversation, not yelling, not being emotional, not screaming or anything else like that. Just talk. Because we have differences. I might like cheese pizza, you might like pepperoni pizza. But there is a value in both of us liking something. And understanding, hey, just cheese on it, that's not so bad. And the other person might be, hey, let me try a piece of that pepperoni, and then you go forward from there. I've learned something. The tribalism has gotten so over the top that we can't make growth, because everything just turns into an argument and there is no solution, only more problems. So I'm hoping with all of my heart, with all of my being, with all of my soul, that there is hope for us, that we can see each other again as human beings, as Americans, as people just trying to live life to the fullest. It'll be difficult because people are going to have to put down those banners, those acronyms, those names and everything else like that, and just see people for people. That would be my hope. I suppose it's one of the most controversial things I've ever said in my videos, but I appreciate the opportunity, the freedom to say it, and I'm grateful for those who stuck around and listened. It's just my 2 cents. It's a starting place. It's not the gospel. But if it starts a conversation that you can have with an individual that you don't agree with, then that is key to this whole method. There's another way, and that's what I believe in. Because the way that we're going about this is not working. And you can see example after example of that. So I'll put down my excuses. I'll get in here, I'll work hard. I don't like what I see, so I'll change it. I won't blame anyone else but myself for my failures or shortcomings. And then I'll take accountability for that and go forward. I love you all. Enjoy this beautiful day. Let's have a wonderful year. Take care. Be the reason someone smiles today and tomorrow. Happy New Year.